So in the last couple of videos, we focused on the POMC, or also known as the POMC neurons, and how they suppress appetite and how it can be dysregulated in obese populations. Well, in this video, we're going to be discussing how the anabolic pathway, the Agouti-related peptide, is increased in obese populations. Now, this peptide is anabolic, and it also increases eating, increases appetite. It stimulates feeding very potently. So what's known as yellow mouse obesity in the rodent model, it's also classified as Agouti-induced obesity syndrome. And there's actually been studies to show that this Agouti-related protein is also increased in human obesity. Okay, so I believe that the Agouti anabolic pathway, it can help build muscle, but it can also help build fat, especially if it's overly activated. And there was a study that found that mTOR, which is an anabolic pathway, just like Agouti, it silenced or inhibited the POMC neurons. And that led to age-dependent obesity. As I will go ahead and let Dr. Shibing summarize at the end of the video. I went to the study, and there was actually a little 6-minute video. And he did a great job, so I'll go ahead and put his summary of how mTOR, an anabolic pathway, inhibits POMC, which is a catabolic pathway, and that can lead to obesity. Now, in this graph here, guys, I want to show you that increased Agouti is associated with increased fat formation, okay? But it also inhibits the catabolic hormone, alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone from the POMC. So you have, obviously, in addition to that, you also have an increased cortisol response, which is another dysregulation implicated in obesity. Now, what I'd like to finish with is Dr. Fuhrman's curve here. This is his schematic on why obesity has a propensity to stay in an anabolic state. Okay? And Dr. Fuhrman's definition of toxic hunger is sensations such as fatigue, weakness, stomach cramps, tremors, irritability, headaches, and these are commonly interpreted as hunger. Okay? So the hypothesis is that a diet that's high in nutrient-poor and processed food can create physical symptoms of withdrawal when digestion stops or ceases in between meals. And when digestion ceases between meals, we enter what's known as the catabolic phase, or a detox phase, right? And I've talked about autophagy. And studies have shown that we actually enter autophagy in between meals. So essentially, the contention is that during this catabolic detox phase, that these withdrawal symptoms, they're misperceived as hunger, thus toxic hunger. And in his clinical experience, these withdrawal symptoms can drive overeating behavior, and they're a major factor leading to obesity. So in conclusion, guys, elevated levels of Agouti-related peptide increase the drive to eat. This is an anabolic pathway. mTOR inhibits POMC, so this is an anabolic pathway inhibiting a catabolic pathway with a strong satiety signal. Thus, it just increases the tendency to eat. And then obesity is an overly anabolic state that is perpetuated by this vicious cycle of not allowing a natural catabolic phase to occur, such as greater than 4 hours after a meal. So with that, guys, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time.
If I mimicked the high mTOR activity by deleting the THC, the mTOR inhibitor, by quick-flux genetics, indeed I can reproduce the obese phenotype in young mice. As you can see in the picture here, that the homozygote THC knockout, actually they had double the body weight than the heterozygote little mate. In summary, I found that age-dependent obesity is associated with increased mTOR signals in POMC neurons, and this increased mTOR upregulates the KDP channels to silence the POMC neurons. And rapamycin actually restored these neuronal excitabilities and reduced food intake and reduced the body weight in old mice. Thank you.